Call the meeting to order for the Village of Round Lake Beach. This is our board meeting from Monday, March 24th, 2014. Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Here.
Trustee Valadez.
Here.
Trustee Smith.
Here.
Trustee Butler.
Here.
Trustee Mount.
Here.
Trustee Mattingly.
Here.
Mayor Hill.
Here. Let the record show a quorum is present. Would you all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So move.
Second. Motion by trustee Valadez, second by trustee Husk. Any additions, corrections, or deletions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The agenda is approved. We have the March 10, 2014 public hearing meeting minutes. Any corrections or clarifications there? If not, is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by trustee Smith, second by trustee Butler. Once again, any corrections, clarifications? Again, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those are also approved. We have the March 10th, 2014 council meeting minutes. Any corrections, clarifications? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Mount, second by trustee Smith. Once again, any corrections, clarifications? Again, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those are approved. Then we had our special meeting on March 17th, the special meeting minutes. Any corrections or clarifications for those? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Butler, second by trustee Mount. Any questions? Corrections, clarifications? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those are also approved. We have no expenditures to approve tonight. We have no ratifications tonight. We'll move right on our committee reports. Trustee Mount?
Well, thank you, Mayor. I do have a SWACO report. In front of each of you is the fourth quarter tonnage results for the recycling and all the other municipalities in the county. For recycling, you'll see for the fourth quarter, we did 640 tons on the first page. And for the total for the year 2013, 2,400 tons. And you can see we're being pretty consistent with the past 3 years there. The page 2, you'll see for that 640 tons, we received a check for $4,955, which goes to our bottom line for recycling, we've gotten one like that almost every quarter. This time it was paying approximately $8.50 a ton. So page 3 is another interesting page. This goes to our electronics collection. Remember our electronic collections, because we have a state law here in Illinois, as of January 1st, 2012, you can't throw anything electronics in the waste stream. So we're trying to save the landfills. And out of 41 collecting units, we're listed as number 9, the Village of Round Lake Beach. We have collected, in 2013, 168,000 pounds. And if you look at that, we are fourth in municipalities. The other 3 are Waste Management North and also various townships. So I was happy to see that of all the municipalities, we're fourth in the county in collecting for that electronics. That goes a lot to our residents and a lot to Public Works for keeping up with those pallets and those gaylords up there. Now, for that 168 ton for our fourth quarter, on page 3, you'll see where it says Round Lake Beach Public Works, and we received another $480 for that. There was a total credit of $1,400, of which SWACO received $961. Remember, they're hauling in the dumpsters and paying for those and taking care of all that. The last page is that fee. So I was happy to be able to report this again. I like to compare us with Grays Lake, where they're still beating us, but at the same time, we're holding our own. We just want to do more of what we can to encourage our residents to recycle, because it does help all of our bottom line. The last thing I have for SWACO is that SWACO has announced their first household chemical waste mobile event for the 2014 season. It's going to be held at the Fox Lake Streets Department at 216 Washington Avenue in Fox Lake on April 26th. This year it'll be from 8 to 2:30. I know we're cleaning out all of our garages and our basements and all that. In what we're doing, we're having one in Antioch, Fox Lake, and Round Lake Beach, and we're alternating years. Next year it'll be back in Round Lake Beach. So we want to encourage everybody to go to Fox Lake and clean out their garages and their basements. So,
Terrific.
thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, trustee. Any other committee reports tonight? Well, there's several under the mayor's report. We have the first one's declaring April 2014 as Child Abuse Prevention Month in Round Lake Beach and recognizing contributions by the Round Lake area and Lake County Exchange Clubs for their contributions in preventing child abuse. Deputy Clerk Steen, will you please read the resolution?
Yes. Whereas Child Abuse Prevention Month has been observed since its first presidential proclamation in 1983. And whereas child abuse and neglect affects children of all ages, race, and income and is 100% preventable. And whereas national statistics show that 1 in 4 children will be maltreated before the age of 18. And whereas children with disabilities are 3 to 7 times more likely to suffer from child maltreatment than children without disabilities. And whereas the rising numbers of reported child abuse cases are consequently cause for great concern and heightened need for increased protection and improved services for abused and neglected children. And whereas most experts believe that actual incidence of abuse outnumbers the current statistics and their indications, and whereas programs offering help can positively impact a family at risk, and early assistance is important for preventing child abuse. Now therefore be it resolved that Mayor Richard Hill and the Village Board of Round Lake Beach hereby declares April 2014 as Child Abuse Prevention Month and recognizes the efforts made by the Exchange Club of the Round Lake area and the Lake County Exchange Club's Foundation for the prevention of child abuse, and hereby acknowledges both agencies for their hard work in preventing child abuse throughout our area.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Valdez, second by trustee Husk. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. We really do have to give them a big thanks for all they do in that respect and keeping that in the front burner so people are more and more aware of it and can help impact it. Second one is in recognition of April as National Autism Awareness Month. Would you please read that resolution?
Yes. Whereas April 2014 is designated as National Autism Awareness Month in order to increase public awareness of the need to support individuals with autism and the family members and medical professionals who care for individuals with autism. And whereas Wednesday, April 2nd, is designated as National Autism Awareness Day. And whereas autism is a developmental disorder that is typically diagnosed during the first 3 years of life, affecting a person's ability to communicate and interact with others. And whereas autism affects an estimated 1 in every 88 children in the United States and is more likely to occur in boys than in girls. And whereas despite the fact that autism is one of the most common developmental disorders, many professionals in the medical and educational fields are still unaware of the best methods to diagnose and treat the disorder. Now therefore be it resolved that we, the Round Lake Beach Mayor and Village Board of Trustees, do hereby designate April 2014 as National Autism Awareness Month, and further designate April 2nd as Autism Awareness Day. We also recognize and commend the parents, relatives, and educators of children with autism for their sacrifice and dedication in providing for the special needs of children with autism. Therefore be it resolved that the Village of Round Lake Beach proclaims the month of April 2014 as National Autism Awareness Month.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved, Mayor.
Second,
Motion by
Mayor.
trustee Manley, second by trustee Butler. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. that it's really unfortunate there's not more available to help prevent autism in the first place after so many people are come down with it or are diagnosed with it.
Mayor, there is no cure. Autism is not treatable in the sense that you can take a pill and
Right.
it goes away. All that the parents and loved ones of someone with autism can do is help the child manage the situation and love them. It doesn't go away.
And our third resolution is a resolution honoring Police Chief Gary Bittler upon his retirement. Chief Bittler has spent the last 36 years here serving and protecting the residents of Round Lake Beach. He rose to the ranks of chief and is leaving the department in very capable hands. Deputy Chief Clerk Steen, will you please read the resolution?
Yes. Whereas Gary Bittler was hired as a police officer for Round Lake Beach in January of 1979, and whereas pursuing his passion for police work, Officer Bittler served in patrol and as a detective before being promoted to the rank of sergeant in 1993, and whereas Officer Bittler earned the rank of lieutenant in 1999, and whereas Gary Bittler was appointed as the chief of police in March of 2010, and whereas during his tenure with the village, Chief Bittler was named Officer of the Year twice, and whereas Chief Bittler is credited with saving 3 lives, leading a successful narcotics investigation that resulted in the arrest of 28 offenders and contributed to solving 4 murder cases. Whereas the village of Round Lake Beach will forever hold Chief Bittler in high esteem for his integral role and exemplary efforts and commitment to the safety and well-being of our residents and his officers. Now therefore be it resolved that Mayor Richard H. Hill and the Board of Trustees and the entire community would like to express their sincere gratitude to Chief Bittler for his many years of dedicated law enforcement and wish the chief a healthy and enjoyable, well-earned retirement.
Thank you. But before we actually vote on this, we do have a special performance tonight for Chief Bittler, thanks to Ruth.
Let me give a short word of explanation. This was put together yesterday. I was on my way back from an ICE immigration and customs enforcement tour. And by a member, citizen here, private, who has now retired from the area and lives, I believe, in another adjoining city. And it was to be done as a surprise, as indeed I dare say, private women's persuasion. And it was to be short and to the point, in that they simply wished anonymously to let you know personally that they thought you'd done a wonderful job, and they appreciated both your bearing and countenance, deportment, and general ambience toward the population, as well as the village. And I'm supposed to play 2 very short, quick songs after the person, and then disappear. So, as brevity is the soul of wit. The next one is Amazing Grace. And the one after that, which I shall leave, is called The Minstrel Boy. And that is one that is generally played for soldiers, policemen, firemen, those who are often find themselves in harm's way. be able to take. I get to meet some very nice.
Surprise!
Wow, that was really something. That was outstanding.
We still need to get a motion and a second on this.
Motion.
Motion
So
by
moved.
trustee Manley, second by trustee Mount. Not Mount. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Chief, the mic is yours.
Thank you, Mayor. There were many, many times over the course of my career that that my family couldn't come first, so I'd like them to come first tonight. My wife Sue, daughter Natalie, son Brett. There were many times over the course of my career, especially the 13 years in investigations, when I got called out a lot, and they couldn't be first. So I just wanted them to be first tonight. So it's been a long road. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Yeah. I want everybody here to know just how very grateful I am to have the opportunity to serve this community for 35 years. I've worked with so many outstanding people. A lot of them are in this room tonight, and I appreciate that very much. To have had the opportunity to have held every rank and position within the police department and to now retire as your chief is very, very special to me. So thank you so much for your support over these many years. And it's time to step aside, and I know the department is in good hands. Thanks again to everybody, and I wish those that continue to serve all the best for a safe and rewarding career. I hope your career is as rewarding as mine has been, and I know the department is in great hands. You guys all do a great job, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody.
Chief, we have a nice plaque to go along with the resolution. Hang up on your wall and cherish it. Remember us once in a while? Doing so well.
Thank you, Dave. Nancy, pleasure.
One more round, everybody, for a great.
And don't forget the follow-up parties on Friday night, right over at the Cultural Center. We'll have a real nice get-together as we say goodbye to Chief Bitler. Is there a clerk's report tonight?
No report.
You're all welcome to stay, but again, I see you already getting up and leaving, so that's... Okay, so on our agenda here tonight, we have item A as a resolution regarding the release of closed session minutes. We review the closed session minutes every 6 months and release the ones to the public that no longer need to be kept confidential. Today, we're releasing, was it 4 of them? Yeah, 4 of them. Any questions from the board? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So move.
Ooh. Is it Sylvia? Motion by trustee Valdez, second by trustee Smith. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Mount?
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez? Trustee Smith?
Aye.
That's approved 6-0. Item B is a resolution approving the renewal of the software maintenance agreement with MSI Harris Computer Systems. This is our annual maintenance agreement for our financial software. This year's only a 2% increase. We fought with them the last several years. They wanted to charge us 5-6%. So we were able to keep it at 2% this year. Our next resolution is actually we're going to be moving towards a new platform, but we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But we do need to continue our maintenance agreement while we're converting over to the new platform. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Motion by trustee Smith, second by trustee Husk. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Mount?
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Smith?
Aye.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
That's approved 6-0. And item C is a resolution approving the license agreement and support agreement with BSNA for software and support service. We will be transitioning our financial records to a new software platform in the near future. Our finance manager, Brian Gosnell, worked with several other villages to determine which is the best for us and also really bring down the price by buying in bulk with other villages. So we're getting a very, very good price on this. Thank you, Brian, for all your hard work on that. For years, we've talked about moving to a new platform that was a little better for the village to work with. The MSI is kind of old. It runs in the old COBOL system, and you don't see that around anymore. It doesn't play well with other software programs. So the new one will, and we'll be able to do a lot more than we can right now. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Butler, second by trustee Mount. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Mattingly?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Smith?
Aye.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Mount?
Aye.
That's approved 6-0. Item D is an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement for aggregation of electrical loads. We've been doing this for a couple of years now. Our annual electric aggregation bidding will be done very soon again for this fiscal year. This ordinance authorizes me to approve the bid as long as it meets the guidelines set forth by the board. Some of those that there's no opt-out fee. If you want to change to a different provider, they can't charge you any money for that, for leaving early or anything else. That's one of the biggest ones that we wanted to make sure was in there. Since ComEd is out of their long-term purchasing rates that they had for many years, their prices came down considerably, so now they're much closer to what we can actually get you. But we'll still try and get you a little shaving, save a few pennies here and there. And if we can't, then we won't sign the bid. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by trustee Smith. Second by trustee Mount. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Smith?
Aye.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Mount?
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly?
Aye.
That's approved 6-0. Item E is an ordinance repealing and replacing section 8-1-1-8 of the village code regarding the property maintenance code. We're going to be updating our property maintenance code, the 2012 version. We made several changes to customize it to what Round Lake Beach needs. There's several different statements we might have changed, like the height of the grass, make it a little shorter, down to 8 inches is the max before we'll give you a written warning, you've got to cut the grass, and things like that. Some others are have an impervious surface for your driveway. So we've, building department's gone through all that. The board discussed it last week Monday. We made a couple other small changes to clarify some items. And the board have any other questions on that? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Mount, second by trustee Husk. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Smith?
Aye.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Mount?
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
That's approved 6-0. Item F is an ordinance approving the transfer volume cap in connection with the private activity bond issues and related matters. Each year, we authorize the volume cap bonding authority for Round Lake Beach to be used by their entities, since we don't have any projects ourselves that we'll be using it for. This year, we're once again splitting it with, I think, 75% going towards the first-time home buyers program and 25% to Lake County Partners for financing certain projects in Lake County, manufacturing and things like that, or multifamily housing they can also use it for. First one here is for the first-time home buyers program. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Valdez, second by trustee Husk. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Smith?
Aye.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Mount?
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
That's approved 6-0. Item G, a resolution reallocating 2014 volume cap to the Village of Buffalo Grove, Illinois. Here's the second part of that, allocating the 25% to Lake County Partners. Actually, it's all funneled through the Village of Buffalo Grove, but it goes to Lake County Partners, and again, it's used for any kind of manufacturing plants that are going to be built in the county, or any, it can be used also for multifamily housing projects that are being built in the county for low-income housing. Is there a motion to approve?
Second?
Motion by trustee Husk, second by trustee Mount. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Mount?
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Smith?
Aye.
That's approved 6-0. And item H, as a resolution approving a police agency information agreement with ITEC LLC. It's time to renew our agreement for the electronic crash reports available to accident participants. Then get a paper copy from the village or go online and get an electronic copy, I think, for additional $8. It'll give the people the options to do it any time of the day or night, or they can come to our police department and get a paper copy. Again, they don't have to go online. They can, again, come here and get a paper copy. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion
Second.
by trustee Butler, second by trustee Valdez. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Mount?
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Smith?
Aye.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
That's also approved 6-0. That was our last item of business. We do have executive session on the agenda tonight. Before that, it is open to public participation. Anyone has a question or comment for the board, please step to the microphone, give your name and address for the record, and either state your comment or ask your question.
Good evening. My name is Jim DiDonato. Tonight I am here representing the BEST organization, bringing everyone's strengths together, and I would like to speak with Chief Bittler, if I may, for a moment.
Come on down.
Chief, on behalf of bringing everyone's strengths together, we would like to say thank you very much for your years of dedication to the community and for helping us all out. We know that without your support and your service and your help, we wouldn't be where we are today. Thank you very much, sir.
I'm sure that's just one of the many organizations you've touched upon over the years, Chief, that they felt your impact, and there are members that felt your impact beyond that. So it just can't say enough about all you've done. Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Okay, well, thank you for all being here tonight. We do have an executive session tonight for probable pending litigation, land acquisition, executive session minutes, and personnel. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
Second.
Motion by trustee Smith, second by trustee Valdez. Please call the roll.
Trustee Smith?
Aye.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Mount?
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
That's approved 6-0. We will be executive session. When we come out, we do have on our agenda action on executive session items. We may or may not take any action on those items. Again, you're welcome to stay, but it's not required. Thank you.